Good afternoon, Sneak Peekers. My name is Nolan Wally, and I have some alarming news for you. There are only 6 days left between you and Halloween, and this will be another year where we're going to have to go through the doppelganger effect. That's right, overused costumes. I predict that this year is going to be one of the worst years for overused costumes, even as bad as 2016 when we had to deal with all those clowns. While it won't be as bad as other years where it's only one costume being used, I predict that we're going to have about 10 costumes that are going to be overdone this year, uniquely giving me the opportunity to go through a top 10 list of them. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be listing the top 10 worst overused costumes, with 10 being acceptable and 1 being absolutely unacceptable. So without further ado, here is my list of the top 10 most overused costumes of 2022. Coming in at number 10, we have the ScoobyDoo gang. This one is really unoffensive, it's pretty standard, and it's a classic. In fact, it's probably the most classic overused costume of all time. But there is one thing. Whoever is ScoobyDoo has to sell it. You have to have the most immaculate ruh-roh that this world has ever seen, or you shouldn't be putting on the collar. Sorry, I don't make the rules. At number 9, we have Mike Myers from the Halloween franchise. While this is used every year, we're definitely going to see a spike in it this year with Halloween Ends having released this October. This costume, like Scooby-Doo, isn't that bad, especially since when you're in the costume, you're pretty much silent, so you don't have to talk to me. One thing, though, is people are going to be coming up to you and saying that Halloween Ends sucks, and that's going to be annoying to deal with unless you commit to the bit and actually stab them. Our first couple's costume comes in at number 8 with Batman and Catwoman from The Batman. This one, also, I'm not going to talk about too much because I know that you people who got the Batman suit spent a lot of money on it, and because I'm dressed like this. But there are 2 problems with this. One, a lot of the people who are dressing up as Batman aren't going to go full out and put on the eyeshadow, and if you're going to go for it, you should probably go all the way. And then second of all, it seems like you're taunting me with having a Catwoman because I don't have one. That's all I have to say. This one isn't a classic yet, but it's on the verge of being one. Filling in at number 7, we have Patrick Bateman from American Psycho. I get it, guys. I like that movie too. But if we see an entire crowd of Patrick Batemans trying to out-accent each other and give each other business cards, I'm going to lose my mind. Here's a little tidbit for you. If you don't have a lock of hair as beautiful as Christian Bale's, don't do it. Number 6 isn't one specific costume, but it's just an overarching costume idea that's going to be coming from a show, Euphoria. This one has the big thing with this one is that you're going to have people asking who you are. It's not going to be incredibly obvious. And nobody's going to be giving you alcohol if you're wearing this. And then also, let's be real, guys, it's going to be pretty cold on Halloween. That's all I'm going to bring up. This one might be the most popular this year. At number 5, we have Anything Breaking Bad. If you're going as a Breaking Bad costume, I want to say something and I want you to take it to heart. You are not as funny as you think you are. I know you're going to be saying all those kid name finger jokes, you're going to be making your best Gus Fring impressions, but you're going to look stupid. We can see your bald cap. Our last couple's costume comes in with Jack and Alice from Don't Worry Darling at number 4. Like Euphoria, people are just going to be asking you what you are, and once you tell them, they're probably just going to say, oh, you have bad taste. We are now down to the top 3 overused costumes of 2022, and coming in 3rd place is Homelander from The Boys. It's a good show, but anybody who's willing to wear that costume has some serious issues going on, and we should stay away from them. 2nd place goes to Eddie Munson from Stranger Things. Public service announcement. Basic human etiquette doesn't go out the window once you put on a denim jacket. If you go out there doing the whole Chrissy wake up thing and just I'm going to call you a nerd. And finally, the number 1 worst, most appalling overused costume that you could do this year is Jeffrey Dahmer. I don't think I need to go into this at all, but if you're thinking, it's not that bad, here's something you can do. Pull out your phone, call 911, and report yourself to the police. And that includes the top 10 lists of the most overused costumes of 2022. If you see any of these out in the wild, make sure to keep a tally and send us how many you saw at Sneak Peek TV on either Twitter or Instagram.